What's up, fellas? Another vlog. As you can see, everything is still frozen. We about to go tear up the Mexican restaurant right now, dude, because they are gloriously open. We're out of school tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. We're out of school Wednesday already. We might be out of class this entire week, but we're about to go off campus. But like I said, we're about to go eat. So we'll see how bad the roads are just out in town. I can't imagine it's very good. I mean, this is just inches and inches of ice. Like, bro. Woo. Woo. Dude, I'm so excited to go eat some food that's not like a takeout box. Or can I get this ice off yet? See if I can like chip it with my key.
Like bang your elbow on it, you know, take out big chunks.
Oh yeah. Wait, no way. All right, scrap some Mexican restaurant, man. Sushi place is open. I'm definitely not just making this video so I can write off my meal. Dang, dude, this truck's sliding backwards. Bro, dude, I don't even know what he's gonna do. Bump it down, man. I mean, that ain't gonna do nothing. Bro, he might be stuck. That red light cooked him. Dude, this one's stuck too. Bro. Dude, they're like not gonna be able to move those. This is gonna be like the start of a daggone pile up. Oh, the wrecker's right here. Dude, Dad was talking to me about that because they was talking about that ice storm in the 80s, and he said that some trucks got stuck like on the hill out here on the interstate, and there was people that were literally stuck in their cars for like days. They obviously wouldn't be that bad right there on the bypass, but you know, I guess it could happen on the interstate. Maybe they can keep the lane. I mean, they have a lane like this on the interstate, you know, that's hopefully open enough. All right, fellas, we're pushing the challenge line right now. We can go up the steps or through the yard. Let's see here. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna like bust it right here. This is gonna be the one that hurts me. Oh! Just walked all the way out here for my truck to be locked. Handicap parking spot warriors though. Fellas, we're trying to make it to my house. We have a series of some of the worst hill climbs around right here, and they're frozen solid. Okay, we gotta make it across the creek without getting in the ditch first. Okay, over the bridge. Give it a little more gas. Keep her going. We got a sharp turn up here when we get to the top. Oh my gosh. Dude, no, we have 3 more. I'm tweaking her. We have 3 more. We gotta go down, up, and then up the big one. The big one's where we're probably gonna get stuck at. Okay, here we go, big hill. All right, we gotta go down this without sliding off the road, which is gonna be a major challenge because we're sliding right now. We gotta keep the speed up, swing the right-hand curve, make it left, and not get back in the ditch. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh, I'm actually hurt. Oh, we did it, dude, let's go! All right, we saved 15 whole minutes right there. Okay, fellas, farm touchdown. We're off-roading with the reps here. Dude, that's a sheet of ice right there, Tyler. Look at that. We're gonna see if we can find some squirrels. There's a bunch of fox squirrels down here. You don't really have an opportunity to hunt those anywhere. I don't know what we can show on TikTok, like hunting, or not TikTok. I don't really know what we can show on TikTok, like hunting-wise. I haven't tried it before, but I guess we'll just keep it as PG as possible. Also, we'll sit here when we get done and see if we can see any wood ducks come through, but I want to drive a truck across the creek so we don't have to walk across. Wait, hang on, is this the TikTok clip? I don't know if I like the lighting. There's a little bit more snow out here just because nobody's obviously drove in the field, but I don't see no deer. I see some tracks over here. See what we can find, man. Man, dude, look at all the turkey tracks. Golly. This is typically the little duck hole out here in the field. Oh man, there is like not even any water in it, just frozen. I have a picture of this whole field flooded and like 40 ducks out here, dude. You already know we're gonna have to rip a donut on that ice, bro. This might be the TikTok shot right here. We need to get this thing out in the field. We're sitting here waiting on some ducks to push. Look at these deer down here. Straight slickheads. I have not hunted, like pursued a big buck in so long because I've just been doing property management. Does not matter how many nannies I get rid of, there's still a half a dozen of them, like a half a dozen to 10 that'll be out here just mowing down a field. When this is beans, they just destroy it, bro. All right, I think every squirrel is professionally hidden, so we're gonna go to the second coolest thing here. I don't know why I put a number on the coolest thing, but we're gonna go to the other cool thing on the farm and go get in this cave before it gets dark. Dude, I found this out the other day, but if you name a cave that hasn't been registered before, or like if you register a cave that hasn't been registered, you can name it. I'm gonna make this sucker the Goon Cave and have it on Apple Maps named. Successfully off-roaded around. I don't know how many of these trees were already in the way, like needed to be cleaned up, or if this is all just weight from the ice, but cave is right down here. The creek is between, you know, the fields you can see and what we're walking on. So this whole farm is limestone. The water flows down through it and it makes, well, sinkholes, caves, things like that. There's definitely multiple things on this farm that you could call a cave that you can't get to. This is the only one that has an opening, you know, down here by the creek that you can actually get in. But there's sinkholes everywhere, and there's some that are like a bottomless pit. Also might very well be some ducks right here. This is like the deepest part. I've wanted to put trout in here so bad, dude. Trout or smallmouth. Because this right here is like 4 or 5 foot deep in front of this bluff. You could actually have them in there. Anyway, here's our cave. I'm gonna try to figure out how to get in here without busting our butt. All right, we made it into like the cauldron here. Now we got to get around this without falling, but everything is just so slick. We both got boots on, like cowboy boots. All right, here it is. I low-key don't know how we would get out if we went down there. Something's been down in there, a bobcat or... yeah, probably a bobcat. There was like bones in there one day, bro. All right, here's the scaling technique. Make footsteps with the boots. So she can walk up. That only works where it'll actually go through. Someone's gonna fall and we're all just gonna crash down in here. Whew, all right, fellas. We in here. Where's the bobcat at? I low-key expected to like get mauled as I came down in here, not gonna lie. There we go. All right. Whew. See, are there bones up here? No. You can tell there's some sticks and stuff drug up in here though. This right here goes like way back up in there, low-key. You can like crawl a long way. What is that? That's a dead mouse. Or is that a bat? What's it right there? Oh, dude, that is something's food. And look, there's a hole right there. Bro, we're definitely like not alone in here. I wonder if you can get out that way. I don't know that I've ever actually seen where that hole is from the backside. This county also has confirmed mountain lions. So it's like not out of the picture that this is like the home for the county's one mountain lion. We're trying to make it out right now. We're trying to use our steps. Dude, this is just like, this whole thing is just the craziest formation. If we can get out of here alive, I low-key am going to register this thing and make it the Goon Cave, because that would be absolutely hilarious. Oh man, this is scary, dude. Huh? Yeah, we low-key might not have got out of there if we hadn't have done that. Where the ducks at? Should I actually name this the Goon Cave, or should I make it like the Miller Customs Caverns or something? Like, I could actually name it.
Miller Customs Goon Cave.
Would anybody know who that means? Is my dad gonna be like, why'd you name my cave the Goon Cave? All right, we're taking a new line through the briars here instead of trying to climb out and fall in the creek over there, but I don't know how much safer this is. Dude, if you fall right here, you're just like stuck. This is like the secret hack to moving around in the thick ice, dude. Dig you a hole, get your grip. Here, bro. You gotta get one footstep before you go or you'll slip. All right, we're gonna survive. Dude, something took a wicked piss right here. All right, let's get it dry. Dude, this is the most beautiful I've like ever seen this farm look. I don't know, dude. I mean, I've seen it pretty before, but I think these deer are still all the way down here. Maybe they ran off when we drove out here in the truck. Dude, that right there is like out of a movie. Oh. Is that a duck? Sitting here trying to see some ducks fly through. I mean, we're obviously not like going to shoot them, but we're going to see. Man, we just got buzzed by like 6 woodies. They just went off down through there. Cool, dude. I was actually going ahead and putting these videos in for a YouTube video. I wasn't paying attention and I heard whistling and looked up and they was coming down through there. Man, dude, I hate when the flash turns off. We're pulling up at Grandma's house right now. She has not seen this truck yet, so I'm curious to see what she thinks about it. They were without power. They had gas, heat, and I don't know if power is just back on out here. I guess it is. I mean, the street light's on. Golly, dude, it took that tree down. How about that? Or it took that limb out of it. He just realized this thing had the puddle lights. That's awesome. Here's Grand Isle, Colorado. Me and Dad are gonna start redoing this truck here pretty soon. Oh, this looks slick. Woo-hoo-hoo. What the heck is going on, man? Is the building on fire or something? Where's everybody outside? Okay, Gemini. How do I register and name my private property cave? While that's loading, I thought Grandma hadn't seen the truck yet. She has seen it. She had seen the YouTube videos, and she asked me about Austin, which I thought was so funny. Austin stayed with me at the Mississippi Mayhem show, so I guess Grandma saw his video from that. Since you're in Tennessee, you are in one of the most cave-dense regions in the world. Over 10,000 documented caves. That's wild. Does mine count as a cave, or is that like a formation? Surely that's a cave, right? Send the form to the TCS, the Tennessee Cave Survey. My granddad's a surveyor. I might could get that pushed through a little bit faster if he knew who to talk to. Naming conventions. You have discoverer's right to name the cave, but keep a few things in mind. Check for duplicates. I don't think anybody else has the Goon Cave yet. Be descriptive or personal. Many owners choose to name after family members, local landmarks, or distinctive figures. Dude, all jokes aside for naming this cave, Goon Cave would be hilarious. Miller Customs might be a little better promotion. I think I'm gonna name this after my dog that died, though. I don't know how I would make a name for the dog, though. You have strong protections as a cave owner, liability protection, mineral rights. Her name was Roxy. It was Roxanne. You couldn't make it the Roxanne Miller Caverns. That would be kind of wholesome. I actually am going to get this done, but I'm probably going to wrap this video up here and go ahead and post it for y'all. I know a lot of you guys have really been loving the YouTube videos. Even though it's hard for me to be on like a once-a-week schedule right now, we might have a healthy mix of, you know, some 10-minute videos and some 18-minute videos. And that's fine. I just want to keep pushing and consistently having y'all engaged. Oh, in show updates, my venue for Arkansas, the rodeo arena, fell down. So we're trying to find another Arkansas venue for the March show. Me and Aiden are working on a promoter brand, and we're going to bring everybody in Louisiana together for the first show under that. Much more to come. Hit me up on the Elder Miller Custom social medias. Love y'all. New video coming whenever I do something cool.